Have I had an issue with Twitch not streaming the audio of the dialogue? No, no. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is Pretzel. Shut up. What I did have a problem with was if I was not in the window directly, it wouldn't move at all. But I think audio was fine. So yeah, this one, because I am playing on Windows and I'm using the Epic Game Store, it's a little bit fussy because a lot of games they just like to have focus. And I love that for them, except when I don't, and I need focus. So yeah, I haven't so far had an issue with that, but our subtitles are working most of the time. Sometimes in the middle of a cutscene, the subtitles just don't work. So there's that. But so far I have not had any updates in terms of, I've not seen any updates via Epic to be like, okay, things are better or worse working wise, so we'll see. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Let me know when we get into the game if it's too quiet. I can certainly change it. But yeah, we are good to go. And in case I missed people, let me also say hello to everybody. Yeah, I have definitely noticed some bugs. So Mr. Owlbear, Steven, Lily, Rogan, I saw Antique Raven and Alien Traveler, Tanya, and Kralis. I hope I'm saying that right. There's a siren outside. As soon as I start streaming, there's a siren. There are definitely issues with the game. Now, I am playing it on Windows. I have not experienced it yet on Xbox or PlayStation. The one thing that I have to admit, the one thing I'm really not happy about is it only has limited screen resolutions. And when you're playing a game on Windows, you may have an ultra wide, or you may have 4K. The game doesn't have resolutions that go up that high. So I do not know at what stage they were focusing on console versus Windows. Because I'm sure it probably works much better on consoles than it does on Windows. And I have seen that people have already made patches, so you can patch in other resolutions on Windows, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess up the install. So yeah, between that and the subtitles just stopping and then eventually picking back up again, I wish that weren't the case. But otherwise, like I said the last time, it feels very Star Trek so far. We are probably about to get into the truly original bit. There's we never encountered the species in the show before. We're hanging out with an old timer, a very classic character. Hey Ian, welcome on in. And we're gonna sort of be on our own. We have been playing Jara as Nice. She is actually, interestingly enough, she is more interested in pleasing the crew than the captain. And she also understands that the crew has had a big major loss. So loss of life is preventing loss of life is paramount. So for Petty Officer Diaz, I'm not sure what I'm feeling my personality is for him yet. He's also been being very nice, and that may be the first playthrough might just be my everybody's nice playthrough. That just might be what's up this playthrough. I am curious to do multiple playthroughs later where, okay, look, we all say we're going to be an asshole, and then the first time the opportunity comes up, you're like, oh, but I can't. So I can say that I'm going to be mean the next playthrough, but we know how that goes down, okay? We're like, this is the one. This is my renegade run every time, and then we're like, I'm going to stop making noise now. So yeah, all right, let's hop on into it. Yeah, you can't control. Oh, the master volume is up. Let's see if we can do that. We'll try the dialogue higher. There we go. Okay. It is, and that's the funny thing. Astromenta, hello. That's the thing about Star Trek is you can break the rules. But you're breaking the rules. Usually you're breaking the rules for the greater good. The greater good. And you're not breaking them because you're a space renegade. You know, if you want to be a space renegade, go basically leave Starfleet. Become like Vash. Or become like the Fenris Rangers. You know, do that. So, yeah. I haven't watched Hot Fuzz in a long time. And yeah. And even Beckett tried to say, screw it, I'm done with Starfleet. And she was like, I'm going to hang out with this hot archaeologist friend who I may have complicated feelings for, but whatever. And we're going to hang out and do stuff. But she couldn't let it go. She was like, am I really working for the bad guy? And she looked into it. And if you haven't seen Lower Decks, I'm not going to tell you what she found. But also, I'm looking forward to Lower Decks coming back. I'm looking forward to Strange New Worlds coming back. I'm looking forward to Discovery coming back. I'm looking forward to the Strange New Worlds Lower Decks crossover. I'm looking forward to it all. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay, so we were in navigational complexities. Do I just hit enter? Continue. It's so pretty. Oh, God. Tell me if you can't hear things, because I can make some adjustments.
Mr. Diaz, I understand you have already discussed the warp drive failure with Ambassador Spock.
I have.
It is imperative that the Ambassador's shuttle be flight ready. I need you both to ascertain the root cause of the system failures he encountered.
I'm surprised, Commander. I thought you would have wanted to work on Ambassador Spock's shuttle yourself.
I respect the Ambassador and...
Why? Because Chovak is a Vulcan, he must automatically want to work on the Vulcan shit? Okay, be better. Edzalar. Be better.
his many accomplishments. But I do not derive any satisfaction from interacting with his shuttle as if it were somehow transubstantiated through its association with him.
For real.
Especially when I have the entirety of this starship to concern myself with. I am not the chief engineer of this shuttlecraft.
The ambassador asked me to take a look, and I'm ready to crack this thing open.
Good. You could learn from Mr. Diaz's focus.
Oh.
I'll take notes.
Oh no.
Then I will leave you to it. Make note of any abnormalities in your report. Carry on.
I mean, Chovak is a hard
Like
ass.
he's warming up to us.
So
Yeah.
I might be ready to
Even
kiss the
Chovak
Vulcan
has to
hard
look at my
ass.
face and know you've earned some real respect.
Oh.
And I have to admit that I owe you one. You were right to make me go first. I don't know what I was thinking.
You've pulled me out of trouble how many times? Call it even.
Okay. At the very least, maybe I can track down that bottle of Saurian brandy you're still on the hook for. But first, we have work to do.
Yay, contraband. Oh, what? It just slides out of the floor? I love that for us.
Ready to go?
All set. Let's run the diagnostic.
Okay. You're going to tell me how to do it? Oh, okay. So now we are... Oh. Look, we even have tapping fingers. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Well, maybe I want to read the logs. Maybe I don't want to read diagnostics. Fine. Okay. Are we allowed to see anything else? No. Okay, so we can just see the shuttle systems and begin diagnostic.
So... I know about your talk with Miranda.
You do?
She sent me a Priority 1 dispatch right after your conversation.
Oh.
I'm happy for you. Both of you.
Thanks.
But I'm only going to tell you this once. Don't screw this up. Because I would be very unhappy if you tried this out and then, I don't know, 6 weeks or 6 days later, I have to start splitting holidays between the two of you. All because things went south and you're not on speaking terms. That just isn't gonna work for me. And I know you'll respect that.
You really don't believe in me, huh?
It's not you. Or her. Just running the numbers, and things don't work out more often than they do.
Ooh, she's a realist.
I like my friends, and I like our group.
But this is legit.
I don't want to lose that. Is that thing done yet?
Yeah, it's wrapping up.
Two of your friends start dating and you're
Relays
like,
along the
don't
primary
make me
EPS
choose.
are blown. The backup relays are all intact.
That.
An EPS overload from the warp drive could cause that. But how did the shuttle end up dead in the water?
Well, maybe the ship's data recorder can tell us something.
So yeah, just in the middle of the cutscene, the subtitles just stopped during, honestly, a pretty important techno jargon thing. I don't believe that it is. You can IMDb the game if you would like, but I do know that the IMDb is going to have spoilers. So if you want to know, just look up Edzalar and don't look up the entire game. But I don't think it is. Okay. Oh, we are tracking the oh, come on. It's a data recorder. Oh.
Here.
They were only about 8 minutes from their plotted warp point. No faults, just those warnings. What are they?
The warp field became inverted suddenly.
Oh.
I've seen this happen when the center warp coil cracks.
A cracked warp coil throws a fault code.
Still, we
See?
should take a look.
There it is. It's gone again. I will say I did get a PR copy of this. This is more or less my showcase / review. And that is one thing that is really bothering me is just all of a sudden, no subtitles. And I'm used to processing visually and reading, and all of a sudden I'm like, what'd they say? And I can't go back. I can't go back to see what they just said. So it's getting on my nerves a little bit. Okay, sorry. We have 3 other faults to... Okay, so that was diagnostic log event 1041, a warp field inversion. This is a warp cascade
There was a
failure.
complete warp cascade failure.
Wow. They're lucky the shuttle didn't turn inside out.
Makes me think the computer panicked on the warp field equation.
Okay. But I'm also not a big knower of who voiced what, and with this game I specifically didn't look up who voiced what because I knew that there would be a full cast list, and that might have spoilers. So if you want to look it up yourself outside of my stream, that's fine. Chances are I'm not going to know. Oop, I missed it. Oh, subspace variance.
Variance out of tolerance. What does that mean?
It means the main navigation array lost sight of space somehow.
What? How?
The array going offline caused that?
Yes, but it should have also thrown a fault code. Any one of these failures should have thrown a fault.
If it was caused by a system failure.
None of this caused the relays to blow. Roll forward to when that happened.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it's really annoying me, but we shall play on. I also forgot to play my ads right, so in about half an hour, I'm probably going to play like a quick 90-second ad so that we can get rid of the pre-rolls. Okay, so let's continue the event replay. I wish you could go backwards and just like, the ship. Hey, Brian, welcome on in.
So here, they take a moment to get their bearings and they attempt to re-engage the warp drive.
There. That's the relays blowing.
Which I totally understand, Kralis. Now, you said you played this on Xbox. Currently, playing it through the Epic Game Store, I have found that when I try to exit to the main menu, the game crashes. Other people on Twitter have also reported that, and so far, I haven't seen a patch or a fix for it. So, yeah, there's no way to basically... You have to go back to your most recent autosave, or just, nah. And you actually can't even go back to a previous moment, so, it's weird. Sorry, they tried to re-engage their warp drive and everything went kablooey or kawonky.
And look, there's another warp system alert.
They're all the same. Subspace variants out of tolerance, or warp inversions. Finally, there's a complete warp cascade failure.
Then it's one of two things. Either a warp coil is cracked, or the navigation array is offline.
That makes sense.
Divide and conquer. You want to check the warp coils or the navigation array? I'll check the other. That's not
Do we want to check the warp coils, the navigation array? Oh, I feel like I have earned the right to not get my hands dirty. So I'm going to check the navigation array.
One of these systems is likely broken.
I'll check the navigation array.
I already have a kick-ass scar. I'm not getting my hands up into warp shit. How about that? Okay. Tricorder usage. Your tricorder can record and analyze data. Looking through it will reveal the unseen. Like ghosts? Use X to equip or holster your tricorder. Hold right trigger to scan glowing objects. You must be close to some objects to scan them. Watch the frame of the screen to see if you are too far away. I need a minute. Okay, I need a minute. Oh. Some object to scan will activate a deep scan. During a deep scan, use left and right bumper to switch between different scan modes and search for glowing objects. The mode indicators in the triporter will blink if there is an object to find in that mode. When you have scanned all the objects, the frame will change color and then hold LT to analyze the data and finish the scan. Okay. Ah, wait. No, come back here. What's going on? Did I move the mouse? No. Okay. Isolinear fields. The isolinear circuits powering the subspace sensor array are functioning normally. Okay, so let's change our mode. Ah, okay, sorry. Radiation scan. If anyone has ever wondered what the three things on the bottom are, radiation scan mode, chemical scan mode, and biological scan mode, in case you didn't know. The chemical scan mode is blinking, so basically we need to start scanning for chemicals. Sensor filters. The shuttle subspace sensors are vulnerable. I'm going to stop doing that. Poor Admiral Vassery, he did not deserve that shade. Are vulnerable to backscatter interference from other internal systems. Filters help attenuate such radiation and keep sensor data clean. The subspace sensor array monitors the gradient transitions between normal space and subspace while the vessel is traveling at warp speeds. No physical damage detected. Okay, so we have scanned everything that we need to scan.
Navigation array checks out, so it must be a coil.
Except it's not. Checked and double-checked.
Yeah, it's space.
The readings don't lie.
Here comes the security detail for the way team.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm not here.
Oh!
We're escorting the negotiating team to the surface as soon as they come down from the bridge. I don't want to interrupt some important work. I was just hoping to see you before I go. The captain and the others will be here any minute now. Should be an interesting ride down to the surface.
Come on, I'm never too busy to make time for you.
That's not true.
No. But I am glad you came by.
Now that's more accurate.
I gotta be precise with you, huh?
Hey, Maris. Aren't these those button pushers you're always hanging out with?
And you're the phaser jockeys we always beat in Parisi squares, right?
Oh,
All aboard for Hotari.
That another one of the captain's railroad things?
they are all
I just usually zone out by the time he gets to the whole
of security are non-commissioned officers. That's interesting. I would have expected to see, some ranking there, but they are all non-coms.
steam engines were the warp drives of their day part. Catch y'all later.
And the captain does like trains,
Don't
yeah.
wanna miss your train.
Eh.
I do have to go. Not gonna lie, I'd rather not leave right now.
Ah, fuck it.
More important things.
Horribly inappropriate, but we're going to do it anyway.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was.
Save some of that for when I get back.
You got a deal.
Okay, now I'm worried that she's not going to survive. Did I do that? Did I make that happen? Did I make it so she'd die because I... Oh, no.
Etzelarda Diaz. If you could float back down to reality, we still have a ways to go.
It's also a little bit ridiculous
All right,
because
where
they both work on a starship. Like, it's nice to be able to see each other, but to be like, oh, I'm glad you came to see me before you went. Like, you'll be right back. These are standard missions. You're going to be right back.
So, the warp coils in the navigation array are fine, but the nav computer doesn't seem to think so.
I'm out of ideas short of field stripping the shuttle from bow to stern.
You wanna take this out of the shuttle and throw it on the bench?
Oh, real hands-on maintenance. I like it.
Oh, we're just going to take the whole thing out,
Okay,
huh?
the nav computer is patched into the ship.
The ship's computer can double-check our work. If the shuttle's nav computer is putting out false data, we'll know it.
Let's run through the shuttle's logs again.
Running now.
There was something else that I thought. Oh, right. It's only because of the weird things that are happening in space right now that are allowing the rebellion / revolt / revolution to take place on the planet. So I don't know if us fixing the problem is actually the best thing to do. Maybe we should just let it be. But, whatever.
Same. Warp field inversion and a cascade failure. However, the Resolute computer doesn't show the same subspace variance.
We're in the
Sabotage?
same conditions that the shuttle was in when it failed. Why wouldn't the ship's computer get a matching result?
What if the subspace variance was a momentary occurrence?
That's a possibility, and it would explain why the simulation under our current sensor readings failed to reproduce
Like the
issue.
energy wave?
Subspace anomaly strong enough to cause a warp field collapse would leave graviton ripples for days.
Let's run with the momentary subspace variance theory for now. Roll forward to the shuttle's attempt to re-engage the warp drive. We need the conditions of space around the shuttle at the moment of warp failure.
Also doing their
Resuming
proper
simulation.
research. I appreciate that. You have to recreate the conditions of the accident so that you can actually properly diagnose the problem.
Error in warp field calculation. Cochrane formula variables are out of range.
That right there. Take the shuttle sensor data from that moment.
Computer, why did the warp field calculation fail?
Warp field pressure returned non-orthogonal. Results are undefined.
That doesn't help.
Wait, what if we use a different ship?
Put the Resolute into the simulation instead of the shuttle.
Yeah, it should warp just fine. Unless... Computer, run the simulation with the Resolute.
Resolute simulated.
Computer, give me manual control on the warp power.
Well, we get to do the slidey thing. We get to do the little slidey screen thing. This should not make me as happy as it does.
Static field intensity, warp 1.1. 2. Warp pressure is destabilizing. Error in warp field calculation. The warp drive has experienced a system-wide cascade failure. Warp field collapsed. Subspace variance is out of tolerance. Cochrane formula results are undefined.
Bingo.
What-o?
The same moment when the shuttle failed to warp, so did the ship. Whatever happened to the shuttle
Was
just
that-
happened to us. The Resolute will not sustain warp.
We can't leave Hotari space.
Yep. You're stuck here, baby. I mean, you could probably, like, limp your way out on impulse, as they say. Ooh. Ooh. Hello.
Ambassador Spock, Captain Solano, welcome to Hotari. We are honored you've come. My name is Tylos Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
The honor is ours. And this is Commander Jara Rydick, first officer aboard the USS Resolute. You'll find she has a keen mind and unique insight into the dynamics between the Hotari and the Illidians.
We are honored to be here as representatives of the Federation.
I'm so glad.
These must be the representatives of the mighty Federation.
Oh, he's the
The
asshole.
authority in the galaxy. Or so we've been led to believe. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen. But, either way, we're grateful you've made the time to come to our little corner of the universe.
And you are?
This is Galvin, and this is Citron, the heroes of the revolt in the mines.
Oh. Oh no, here come... Oh god, here they come.
Let's hope this is the last time we ever have to come here.
If you'll excuse me.
Try not to punch them. At least, you know, in the first few minutes. Oh, it's so pretty.
The arrogance from that guy? I don't know what we're walking into here. But that guy was something.
Something about his tone tells me this won't be easy.
That was my sense as well.
I doubt he speaks for all of Hotari. So I would urge patience until we speak with their queen.
Oh, good atmospheric sounds too. Nice. Ooh, good with the camera angles. Let's go. Are we bowing? What are we doing here? What's the, I don't. Yeah, they're talking about the tone of the Hotari. Yeah, of basically the mine fighter.
Welcome to Hotari Prime.
The honor is mine, Your Majesty.
That the Federation would send one of their most respected representatives is not only an honor to the Hotari people and their queen, but a recognition of our stature and importance.
Let's get on with it, shall we? With all due respect to the Federation and their ambassador, they have no authority here. We are not members of their alliance. We are not subject to their rule.
Sorry, giving us camera control is really interesting during this scene because we could be like, what'd they say? I was just looking around. I don't know.
Nor yours. We demand the immediate return of all mining operations to Illidian control, as it has been for centuries and will be for centuries more. That has always been our understanding.
That understanding has changed.
Then you invite war.
And if you cannot remain silent, you will be silenced. But his point is well taken.
Also,
What
I'm
is
not
the
sure where to
Federation's
look.
interest in this matter? Perhaps you would have us trade one oppressor for another?
The Federation remains neutral. Our only interest is the peaceful resolution of this conflict. We are here at your request, Your Majesty.
For now.
Saying this wouldn't be easy was an understatement. I thought they wanted us here.
Was there something you wanted to say, Captain?
Right? She's right there.
No.
Don't be muttering in the meeting.
And what about the Kobliad?
She's not part
She
of...
can speak for herself, can't she? Then let her.
Oh, I like her.
Now then, what is your name?
Commander Jara Rydek, Your Majesty.
Being a Kobliad, you would know better than anyone. Your people suffered brutal treatment at the hands of the Cardassians. Their injustice towards the Kobliad is as unimaginable as it is unforgivable. Not unlike how we have been treated by the Elidians.
As much as they'd have you believe they are the victims here, remember it was the Hotari who attacked us. Hundreds of innocent Elidians were slaughtered without mercy in those mines.
The blood is on their hands, not ours.
Quiet!
I like their uniforms, though.
If after all the Kobliad suffered, you finally had the chance to right that wrong, to get out from under their control, would you take it? Or would you negotiate a peace?
Ugh. Shit. One second. Okay, yeah, they haven't actually talked too much about what Cardassia did to the Kobliad people. They just know that Kobliad are dependent on that. They're dependent on that substance, basically, to live. Oh, this is tough, because I basically want to say, fuck yeah, revolution time. But I am also the first officer of the ship that has brought the ambassador here, so I just don't want to appear. She did. I know I get multiple chances later to do this, but dang it. Although I do appreciate the game allowing me to stop right in the middle so I can make this decision. Oh. I would right the wrong. Let's go Renegade-y.
If the opportunity presented itself, and I wish that it had, more than you can know, then I would
See,
right
we
the
do.
wrong
We do
without
hesitate.
hesitation. For the sake of the Kobliad, we suffered enough.
Of course you would. It would be foolish to do otherwise. The Federation is the most powerful, most advanced alliance in the galaxy. It's widely known we have an abundance of dilithium in our mines. And it's in your interest to secure a steady supply.
Your Majesty, if I may.
You may not. As a matter of fact, you may not talk.
In the interest of peace. So why are you really here? I want the truth, not your Federation rhetoric.
We won't lie.
It's possible the Federation has an interest in both peace and securing a steady source of dilithium. One does not preclude or prevent the other. But that's just my personal opinion.
Given the Federation has done business with the Elidians for decades, I would agree. It's entirely possible, if not highly likely.
What they haven't said, but cannot deny, is a simple
I don't think they liked that very
the
much.
dilithium trade would not and will no longer exist without a Lydian involvement.
Yeah, but maybe we can cut you
For the
out.
benefit of everyone, especially the Hotari. We've given them warp technology. We've let them share in the profits. We've made their lives infinitely better than before dilithium was discovered. All of that goes away if the Federation turns a blind eye to their treachery.
That is enough
Buddy?
of your lies.
You gonna walk out of here with an extra hole in your body.
Quite capable of running the mines. We've done so for centuries.
Yeah, you fucked up.
So tell me, who deserves control of the dilithium trade and the mines on Tau?
Oh my god! Captain Solano is like, well, shit. Look, you as the oppressed laboring slave race cannot ask me who deserves to be in control of your own resources because you know what the fuck I'm gonna say.
Who should the Federation recognize? The Hotari or the Alidians?
Well, guess I'm about to fuck everything up right now.
Only be one or the other, not both.
Let's go.
If I have to choose only one, then it would have to be the Hotari.
Well said. How could the just and wise Federation make any other choice?
This is an outrage. The Federation has lost all credibility.
Yeah, I know. We fucked everything up with that. We totally did.
We will take back our minds by any means necessary.
Then you will see more blood spilled.
I am more than willing to address your concerns, Your Majesty. Yours as well, Representative. But I suggest we could have a more productive conversation with a smaller group. Perhaps only the most essential representatives.
Look at Uncle Spock bringing it down. Bringing it down. Everybody like breathe.
I suppose there is some sense to that.
Yeah, you should go. You should. We should leave.
I hope we meet again, Jara Ride.
We should definitely go. We have done enough. We have fucked everything up. Well, oops.
Spock and I will cover everything on the diplomatic front. You make nice with the locals and see if you can get some answers. We need to find out why the Hotari are so willing to risk war. What happened in those mines?
Do you have a history book? You appear to be human. Do you have a history book, Captain Solano, for what happens when one race oppresses another and makes them do their labor? Do you need them to tell you what happened in the mines? They're also mines, motherfucker. They are mines. Fine. Ooh. That is a very nice pistol. It's all shiny. Okay, let's, for me, that is where, and y'all know I love Star Trek, but Star Trek does not do allegory very well at all. It is so freaking obvious what the problem is here, but we're going to have to... Okay, can we look outside? Because holy shit.
Such rough terrain. No wonder the Hotari are so tough.
Oh, I was afraid this person would think that we were talking to him. Apparently not. Okay, good. Wait, can I... Oh, okay, I can do the doot to see what I can look at. Let's go back and stare at the door.
The captain and ambassador have it handled.
Do they?
I've got my own mission.
Do they, though? Okay, let's look at the Let's go chasing waterfalls. Appreciate water.
Soothing.
Oh, okay. All right, let's talk to these are the actual, oh, Sidron. Okay, you're one of the miners, so let's talk to you. What's going on here, buddy?
Commander, I'm glad you've chosen to side with the Hotari. I knew the Federation would see through the Elydians' baseless claims and protect the interests of my people.
The Hotari have suffered enough at the hands of the Elydians.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay.
I assume you were there the day the mines were seized from the Elydians.
Not seized. Reclaimed. And restored to their rightful owners. Yes, I was there. We had to be decisive. Before the Elydians could even realize their worst nightmares upon them.
Wait a second. And of course the game is going to do this because this is Star Trek. Because I'm just like, it seems real convenient that all of a sudden y'all were able to have an entire rebellion and just at the same time, a random space/subspace anomaly happened that made it impossible for ships to act in the system. It's real convenient.
Did you have help from someone else?
Hotari stands alone against the Elydian forces. We don't need help from anyone. I respect one thing above all else, and that is force. The greater the force, the more certain the outcome. Any talk of making peace is just that, and worth little without the strength to secure it. Which makes me wonder about your ship, the Resolute. Undoubtedly the Federation's finest warship. Ready to contend with anything the Elydians might have in store. Or is that not true?
Science.
Maybe I've misjudged it.
It's a science vessel.
It wasn't designed as a warship. More for scientific research and exploration.
But the Federation must have ships designed for war.
Technically, they're Starfleet ships representing the Federation. But yes.
I see.
Sidron.
A pleasure meeting you, Commander. I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
Okay. I am going to take, I can't go back to the main menu because I'm afraid the game will crash, but I'm going to take a little bit of a break, do a little BRB, and run a quick ad, and also get up and stretch because I am an older person and I leaned the wrong way and have hurt myself. So I'm going to get up and have a stretch, hang out, LBRB very shortly. really quick. I ponder doing like a big ad break on the hour or little ad breaks in between, and the big ad break on the hour works best for me. But I forget that on Tuesdays I start on the half hour, so I'm supposed to start it with a small ad break and then move up. But you know what? It's fine. I just don't want people coming in. I want them to enjoy the content and not have to worry about ads, as you know. So back to the game. Sidron was just called in, and now we talk to somebody else. I want to hear from all of the Hotari first.
Commander Rydek, I'm encouraged to see the Federation supporting my people. I'm afraid of what might happen without your help.
If anyone deserves thanks, it's Ambassador Spock. No one is more invested in negotiating a peaceful settlement to this conflict than he is.
Also stuff like that. And again, I know I'm now being nitpicky, but game's out. Focus doesn't seem to be in the right spot in some of the cutscenes, which is again something other reviews have picked out.
I'm so glad. We need his help before the situation escalates further than it already has. It's been very trying. I saw you speaking with Sidron, our national hero. I'm curious, what did he say?
He seems to be of the opinion that negotiating for peace is a waste of time.
Because force is the only blunt instrument he understands. He's a miner, not a diplomat. For the first time in our history, the Hotari have the upper hand. We see ourselves as strong instead of downtrodden. New voices have risen up. Old voices shouted down. Galvin and Sidron have become national heroes. Now they have the Queen's ear. Better or worse, depending on your perspective.
I assume they've taken your place.
I was one of the Queen's most trusted advisors. And I hope to prove myself worthy of being so again. Which is why you're here. My fear has been that the Illidians will launch an attack and crush us. You've seen their starship, no doubt. They could have retaken the mines whenever they wanted to. But it never happened. And as strange as this may sound, I'd almost say they're afraid. I just don't know what they're afraid of. It's still the same bluster and bravado you would expect from them. But it has no teeth. Like they're afraid of what might happen.
Let's bring up the Ion Storm, because no one's talked about it.
Do you think it has something to do with the Ion Storm? Right now, it's stronger than ever, isn't it?
It's entirely possible. I'm not a scientist, but I do know the storm has knocked out all kinds of systems. So maybe the Illidians weren't willing to risk their ships, given all the interference.
I have another thought.
Since the day of the revolt, Galvin has seized control of the mines and restricted all access. No one's allowed without his personal authorization.
Oh,
no. Just as much secrecy and security. I'm told it could be something they brought back from the mines. I've made inquiries, but everyone pretends it doesn't exist. I strongly suspect they're hiding something.
Let's be direct.
What do you think it is?
I've heard rumors it's some sort of ancient artifact, but I haven't seen it myself.
How can we know?
Oh, I love the mask. Oh, so cool.
I'd better see what's happening.
I also love the outfit.
Do you think you can find out what they're hiding? I need to see proof of something before I can make my case to the Federation.
I can try, but even if I found it, I might not know what to make of it.
Just take a picture with your cell phone. It's good.
Take this.
See?
You can use it to capture whatever you find, and then send it to me.
It's also got my number in it. Just so you know.
I will let you know what I find. And I look forward to our meeting again.
Sorry, I couldn't help but notice you were speaking with the Hotari this whole time. I figured in the interest of fairness, I should offer another perspective.
Of course.
I'm probably not telling you anything you don't already know, but these negotiations rely on the Federation's neutrality.
I like their character
As
design
does any
too.
hope you might have for a supply of dilithium in the future. So, why you would choose to side with the Hotari escapes me. Without Lydian involvement, there is no dilithium trade. But clearly, you weren't aware.
Tau and the mines belong to the Hotari. They deserve to have control.
You overestimate their ability to run the mining operation. They have no idea what they're doing.
But you haven't...
Major Solid Arminta, Special Attaché, Lydian Armed Forces. Pleasure to meet you, Commander. I have my issues with the Hotari, but I have to give them some credit. They know how to seize an opportunity. Inciting an uprising the same day as a massive once-in-a-lifetime ion storm.
Our assumption was that this storm was just an anomaly.
Yes, a very convenient anomaly. At least that was what we were told.
By whom?
Of course, I wasn't there. But who am I to say otherwise?
You sound skeptical.
Well, the official story is that it was the storm that enabled the revolt.
Did the storm
How
happen
else do a bunch of
after the
unarmed,
revolt?
unorganized miners seize control of an entire moon, much less thousands of mines?
Right, like...
But I've talked to people who were there. They tell a different story. They say they're lucky to have escaped with their lives.
Yep.
That it was more than just the storm. That somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from the storm. I know it sounds crazy. I'm not even sure I believe it
language.
myself. But that's what they said.
You just answered your own question. How do a group of miners do something that in theory can't be done? That's how. Harnessing the storm.
But even if it's true, how does that even happen?
You tell me.
If you'll excuse me, Commander Ryder.
He was at least willing to speak to us very candidly. You know, he made it look official, but he was willing to speak to us candidly, so that's nice. Oh, inspect the banner.
They seem proud of their culture. Pride can lead to rash action.
Wow, thanks for that reminder. Do I actually have to go to him, or can I just, like, talk to him by tapping my chest? So, there's a rumor that the Hotari found an artifact. They really are, Cupgeek. Like, I wish that this had zoom, because very good. They found an artifact in the mines, and that's what I was wondering. Like, the timing of everything is extraordinarily convenient. You know, all of a sudden there's a revolt. All of a sudden there's a storm. All of a sudden they have the power, which I agree they should have over their own planet and its own resources. The Alindra, hold on. Okay, I can't remember the name of them. Alindra. Alindra is from Idle Champions of the Far Realm. That's the problem. Alinda. They're doing the asshole thing. They're like, well, I mean, yeah, it does belong to them, but they don't even know how to use it. Alindian? They're going to say the name in a minute, and I'm going to be like, oh, okay, that. They're doing that asshole thing like, well, yeah, the resources belong to you, but you don't even know how to make the most of them. And the Federation's been caught in this before, where they are dealing with the people who supply them the thing, and they don't ask any questions as to where the thing came from. And that's a bit of a problem. I mean, it's more than a bit of a problem. It's a huge problem.
Well, that was a disaster.
What happened?
The Hotari refused to concede anything, so the Illidians stormed out.
There it is.
The Hotari did not invite us here as peacekeepers. I hope your efforts were more fruitful than ours.
We got a mole. Okay, is it time to go back to Diaz? This feels like a time to flip. Yeah. Ooh, we got Chovak and Westbrook.
Harmonics failing to resolve. Warp bubble stability degrading. Increase output to maximum.
Increasing warp output to maximum.
It's happening again.
It is evident that presently the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself? You're saying something about this region of space prevents warp travel?
Prevents it, or can't sustain it.
However improbable, that appears to be the case.
We need to know more.
The storm didn't stop us from leaving space dock and traveling here. But could it still be causing this interference with warp travel?
We must follow sound investigatory principles. Do not let an assumed conclusion drive your analysis.
He's over.
Sometimes we need a little inspired thinking, Mr. Chovak. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed. Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace probes around the ship to construct a clear picture of the phenomenon.
Smart.
Around the ship. I'll prep a shuttle.
Oh wait, we were way too... I'm sorry, we were way too excited about getting out into space. I read the comic series that was the official prequel to this. And I like Chovak. Westbrook is interesting because he's changed a bit since the comic to this, but he is an asshole for a reason. Basically nobody wants what happened before this mission to happen again, so they're all very now they're very protective of the crew, they're very protective of the ship. And Commander Westbrook is the chief science officer on a science vessel and should be deferred to. And, people are like, yeah, I guess, whatever you say, sure. I do like Chovak, though, because he is the quintessential Vulcan. Wouldn't isolytic weapons do that? Yes, isolytic weapons would rip subspace a new one, to put it kindly. Ooh, the scientific method. Ah!
I'm setting up a waypoint at a distance roughly corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get there, I'll deploy the first probe.
You should not be on the shuttle, my friend. This is something that the chief science officer of the entire ship should not be on, but okay. Okay, ooh, shuttle piloting. Fly the shuttle to your objective to complete a mission. Right trigger, fly forward. Left trigger, backward. Right to turn, left to strafe. Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay. Oh, wait, can we look at the ship from out here? Okay, maybe we'll just, circle respectively around the ship. I mean, I know I have a job to do, but we get to go around the ship, y'all. Come on. We get to figure out what those little gold things are on the back. What are those gold things? Are they sensors? Alright, fine. Let's go do the thing. Seriously, just keep circling. Just keep circling.
Commander Westbrook, the Resolute systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings. They are standing by to reproduce the warp field collapse after the first probe is deployed.
Okay, so
Thank you,
this.
Mr. Chovak. We'll be in position shortly.
And Mr. Diaz,
So left
do take care in
strafes
piloting the shuttlecraft.
and
Now is not the time to
right
indulge in a
trigger
human penchant for joyriding.
steers. He just called us out. Okay, so let's see if we can go over.
Probably isn't such a fun guy to work for, huh?
No, okay. I don't take it personally.
I just don't take it personally. At least I try not to.
That's a very mature answer. Shows a positive attitude on your part. Remind me of it when I start complaining to you about the ship's new first officer.
Oh shit, 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 oh shit. Oh crap. Oh crap. Who put this big ass asteroid in space? AGC. Oh crap. Okay, let's see if we can. Shall we? We have to try and go through the thing, right? Yeah, it's gonna make me go through the thing, right?
This is far enough. Transporting the first probe into position.
They're so shiny.
Westbrook here. The first probe is deployed.
Understood. We are reading it. We are about to replay the simulation.
I was about to say that, Alien Traveler. Nice one.
Problem? I just can't get a handle on her. Commander Rydek. She rejected my plan to use a deflector pulse against the storm surge. But on the other, she did listen to my advice and use the whole polarity trick to get you through that excursion alive. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the new XO. I'm sure she's a fine officer, even if we don't see eye to eye. But she didn't go through what the rest of us did. You know that. And it's hard to figure out why she'd be the one Solano chose instead of, well, one of us.
I've heard some good things. You should at least give her a chance.
I'll take that under advisement.
Test is running. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1, mark.
What was that?
Whoa. All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to get another probe out there.
Excuse me? What? That's not...
Points of data, the Resolute and the probe. We've managed to get an interference pattern. I'm setting a waypoint to a particularly
That
strong
is
area of
not
interference.
normal?
We'll deploy the second probe there.
Well, crap. Let's try not to...
I'm gonna give you a piece of advice I wish someone had given me.
Oh, no.
Make sure you're never just one thing. And don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture. Before Rydek showed up, the captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer.
Whoops.
What a load of crap. If he'd said that about Chovak.
Thanks for the advice.
I appreciate the advice, Commander. I'll make sure I keep my options open.
I don't need to tell you how to operate. You're already well on your way. You're a capable engineer. You're good in the field. Keep up the good
We also
work.
just smashed
Who
into
knows?
an asteroid, but it's
Solid
fine.
Jack of all departments like you could be commander-in-chief of Starfleet one day. Hell, Admiral Jellicoe started as a shuttle pilot. And there are places to go in the enlisted ranks, too. Of course, if you get an officer's commission, they'll put you on another ship.
I love it. So put me up for promotion. I'm ready for my next challenge.
Well, I think you're going...
Admiral Jellicoe would be fine with these asteroids because he'd just be like, well, let's fly through them. We got the phasing cloak, don't we?
I'm going to have to prove that to your boss, Chovak, first. He's the one who has to put you up for consideration. If I were first officer, it would be different.
Well, what do you think? Is there room for me in the science division?
Unless I can come up with a real good reason.
This isn't enough?
It might be.
Look at us, ready to hop a department. We are 1.5k out from the waypoint and holding steady. hold on. What can I do with the shuttle? Can I just... Oh, I see. We gotta go back. Alright, fine. There we go. Are we there yet? How am I not doing this right? I wanted to flip it. Like, just... Alright, I must be doing something wrong. There we go.
Here. This is close enough.
I'm not good with flying the shuttle. Rex.
Westbrook to Commander Chovak. We're ready for another sampling of data.
Very good. Running the simulation again.
Hasn't Diaz been through enough?
In 3, 2, 1.
There it is again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
Well, what about the scans? Anything?
What the whomst? Yeah, do more
Here's the readings
doots.
in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Otari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
Okay. Locate interference peaks. Oh. Okay.
We got something.
These markers indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Let's see if I can find some more.
Yeah, it's a minor glitch in the fabric of reality and space. I have a problem with that. Actually, that's not good for anybody. Okay, let's keep looking around. Okay, so there's the Elydian ship. There's a Hotari ship. There's Hotari Prime. There's one of our probes. There's the actual oh, shoot.
Hold up. This is coming from the moon.
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally. I don't know how they're doing it. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
Why would they be doing this? We came here to help these people. And now we're getting hit by some warp-killing weapon?
Now, look here. It's the current readings of the ion storm.
These concentrations. They line up with the interference pattern. The storm and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger. Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing
Suspicions.
this. One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board.
So the Hotari advisor was right. Someone's got
Targeted
something.
weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
And here I thought the Elydians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Elydians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed,
Not
I
too
would say
bad.
That is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder.
That
I
was
expect she'll contact
maybe
us.
a mistake.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? It's a fair question, considering.
Out of all of them, she's the one who seemed to genuinely appreciate that the Federation was involved. She believes in us. And I think we can believe in her.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
Unless they changed their minds between when they asked and when we got here.
They want war.
Given their indifference to the negotiations, and what we now know about this warp-disrupting weapon, it's almost as if they want to start a war. And Sidron was convinced the only thing the Illidians respect is force.
I would say he's right about that. But at least they know when to hold back.
But that does not explain why they would turn their aggressions against us.
Might not be targeted.
I don't think the Illidians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Armintas said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
Well,
There
not
have
exactly.
been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Illidians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Oh, love this.
Galvin and Sidron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
I don't have a content warning for the game, but I am going to say content warning for standard sci-fi / Star Trek / surprising friend who helped us getting captured, hurt, etc. because this feels like this might be a moment for that. Probably not, but it might be.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
Oh, that's a console.
Got it.
Okay, now get out of there.
Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but
Get out of there.
I have to go.
Tylus.
Can we reconnect?
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
It was hard to tell.
I'm the one who got her into this. If something happens to her, it's my fault.
Yeah, it
She's
is.
one of the Queen's closest advisors. I'm sure she'll be fine. Assuming the Queen isn't part of this. Let's see the scan of whatever the hell that was.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the Resolute. But if this came from the mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illidians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action. Otherwise,
Let's be a little bit renegade-y.
What the Federation doesn't know won't hurt them. If I do it right, nobody will know I was there.
Commander, I'm surprised at you.
we may have a better understanding once we analyze the
Nobody said no.
But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
Oh, Big Daddy Spock. Okay.
As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari. Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we even do about it?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way. That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
3, 2, 1. It won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage. We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
That's an
Hey, can
odd
you hand me the
way to
EJ7 interlock
put it.
from the toolbox?
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
You okay? She does not look okay. I'm just gonna say. But I am also going to follow my bot's advice and take a proper break. It's only 3 minutes. We're going to leave it up here. I'll do a BRB. The game is not counting down. This is not a quick time event, so we should be pretty good. But yeah, she's not okay. And so far we've seen nothing to indicate why. And we'll find out what's up right after this break. So I'll BRB. You may not be wrong, and we may not have any problem with that. But yeah, hi. I took a little bit longer of a break to make myself a little bit of an adult drink, so I'll be enjoying that while we figure out what the EK7 spanner thingy is. Oh, it really doesn't want me to do anything but this. Sorry, the EJ7 interlock. Well, at least it wasn't self-sealing stem bolts. Be professional.
Okay.
What is
I'll
up with
apply
her?
pressure while you decouple the panel.
Oh, okay. Oh. Boop. Ignite. Oh, I love it. We're going to set on a fire. I am doing the thing. What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay.
Here, I'll help.
Wait. Oh, well, I guess she knows what a wrench looks like. Also, seriously, why not space polycule is all I'm saying.
Thanks
I
for the
don't...
hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem. You really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
Well, I wouldn't say everything, but I know my stuff.
I can see that.
Come on, start pulling chips.
I'm sorry, what just happened? Okay, so if we had shown off, there would have been a little bit of a different reaction here. But yeah, I am playing Carter as a little more grounded. I realize, like, I'm very mercurial, like it's changing from moment to moment, but I don't care. Hey, Tom, which you probably were here before and I didn't say hi, so I'm sorry about that. Open the isolinear chip compartment. Look, that is something I have wanted to say ever since Drunk Wesley ruined engineering way back in the day. We get to pull isolinear chips because this game is awesome. We even get to do it like the cute little, like, we're all... Yoink. Hey, buddy. Pick it up. Oh, what is that?
What's this?
Some kind of crystal formation?
Hey, Oculus. Sorry, we get to do the tricorder again. I need a drink because this is cool. It's even making the noises. I may have a tricorder prop on my bookshelf, which I know the batteries are probably gone by now. If I didn't think it would be too expensive, I might buy a new one to replace it. Do they have new ones? Oh, sorry. This is on passive scan mode. I'm not getting anything. Ah, there it is.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
Well, so a thing that's not supposed to exist is suddenly now existing on your ship. Does this seem like a thing we should do without gloves or tongs or even like a boot to nudge it? We're just going to pick it up. You dumb shit. Thank you.
Subsection 9.
What?
Regulation 364 subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination.
Oh, so Miranda just wants you to know that she knows shit too.
Retrieve a containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue.
She has a point.
We don't even know what this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
Well, if it's not natural, then someone might have put it there. It could be a tracking device. Some kind of sabotage. Or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the containment lab.
Come on.
I can't make an exception. Not even for you.
Brosephine, hello.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
You should.
I will inform my superiors.
You should scan them,
just as
and
seriously as
you should scan it 100% and return the readings to your commander. Yes.
I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle.
Like,
now these
it can be
crystals?
both.
Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel.
No, we don't want guns to show up.
Could trigger a distress call. Get Starfleet to send more ships.
That seems...
Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat-tested vessels. We shouldn't do this alone.
No.
Miranda,
No.
you gotta be more careful. Someone hears that, they could think you're talking mutiny.
And you're a non-commissioned officer. For fuck's sake. But Brosephine, thank you very much for the 23 months. I hope that you're doing well. I realize that after I'm done with this and after I'm done with dinner, I do have some things to do, but then I may hop into Destiny. Yeah, I'm probably going to hop into Destiny later. But thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. When I'm available and it's happening, I get to work with Brosephine, I get to work with Rex, I get to work with Gamma Liz for Draw for Charity, which I cannot remember when the next one is scheduled for because I cannot hold a lot of information in my brain, but I do hope that everything is on schedule and low stress for it. So yeah, we found like literally foreign matter that then shouldn't exist scientifically. I think that Miranda was right to be like, yeah, let's get that under containment. Everybody's very like, I guess though, honestly, this is the weird thing about Star Trek. Us watching them from the perspective of outsider is like, yeah, anything weird happens, we should definitely say that's weird and do something about it. But they encounter weird stuff every day. So their level of what's weird is way different than our level of what's weird.
I'm just trying to figure out how we can help.
But also, let's not say, hey, I should call my other ships to have somebody come in here. Oh, well, I'm glad transporting it didn't hurt it.
We'll get it set up for you. I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
Last thing you want is to study this down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
I am already sensing some tension, and you've only just gotten into a relationship. Oh!
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
For a second, I thought she'd gone cold on you. Like she might have changed her mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked. Maybe she knows more than us? Or it's because this is all happening so fast? But she usually doesn't scare easy.
Yeah, there was something a little off about her.
Like that talk about sending a distress call? That was pretty out there. She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses. This mission has enough complications stacking up.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
Again, they're like, that's a nice the way.
Was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydick, if you want to take it from here.
So what it means is that something with that character has happened. In the most recent case, Petty Officer Edzelar went, and essentially something happened with that character to change their relationship or to change what they think about you. So her portrait showed up because now there's a new note for Edzelar noticed how Carter shared her suspicion when Miranda returned from Hotari. So yeah, whenever that happens, it means someone thinks something different about you in that moment. What's interesting is we don't yet have any Hotari thoughts for Jara. So, and I also appreciate everyone's patience while I essentially pause this game every 5 minutes because, and I really hope Space Valkyries isn't here. I don't think they are because I know that they were busy today, but so don't tell them. But it really does tingle my writer's senses to watch them build this narrative. And that's why narrative games are so fun for me, but they're so dangerous because I want to stop like every 5 seconds and talk about the writing. So.
Of course.
Ooh.
Tylus managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder.
Correct, Kralis.
It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system.
Why are we assuming it's a weapon?
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or
Ooh,
higher.
do we get to go through
Select a
symbols?
symbol to further analyze.
But why are we assuming that it's a weapon? Okay, it's not that. It's not Klingon. No. No. Hmm.
.2% match.
Got it.
Oh, fuck. Not the Takans. They...
What are we looking at?
The design and
They built-
composition indicate this
they
is a
built
glyph
god cities.
associated with the ancient Takan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced,
They are...
most powerful civilization in the
Oh,
galaxy.
shit.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Takan is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
Actually,
Okay, this is that moment. I usually don't relate everything to D&D, but this is that moment when somebody's like, roll a history check. And you're like, 20. And the GM is just like, lore dump time.
heard of the Takan.
You have?
Quite impressive, Commander.
Computer, summarize the Enterprise D's discovery of a Takan outpost.
On stardate 41386.4, the USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered
love the
a
D.
Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
I love this. And yeah, as was said earlier by Kralis, like this is basically, they call themselves the Telltale alums. And I've watched Stephen Joyce, who is in chat and who you should follow because Stephen Joyce is a fucking delight, play through the Telltale Walking Dead series, and all of us had a lot of good moments and a lot of feels from that. And I really like the way they're doing this. Okay, first let's focus on the Enterprise D, because again, love the D.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
Tetrametric.
Do we have Takan technology on board right now?
Why is this the first I'm learning of it?
I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
Okay. Now, planet.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
Yes, crystalline energy as opposed to crystalline entity this time. Oh.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it
That
makes
means some
sense
real shit went
everyone
down.
to the Enterprise D.
Also, dangerous. I thought we were going to learn about the Ferengi ship, but no, just a no go.
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
Sorry. If anyone is looking for a very specific time frame of reference, the Enterprise D encountering the Takan Empire in that episode is now 16 years before this moment. Which I love when they do, and they just drop it and walk away from it.
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy-draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
There's only one way to find out. We need to see what's down there for ourselves.
Hey, Tully, welcome on
I might
in.
be able to help with that. We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin. There.
So we know where to look.
Oh, so good.
Commander Rydek's right. We need to know what's down there, what the Hotari are hiding, to better understand what we're up against, and to neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably.
No, it would
by
not.
either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces.
Bad choice of words.
That's why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau.
Secret mission.
Assuming you're up to the task. It would require absolute secrecy. And obviously, it's not without risk.
I'll get the Away Team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case. Given the sensitive nature
That's
of
what I was
this
afraid of.
incursion, I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone. I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation. We can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Tylus will be essential to my success. Not only her knowledge of the mines, but her ability to gain access, particularly now that we know which mine we need to get into.
Make sure she understands the need to keep this covert.
She's not going to want her people to know about this.
Get in touch with Tylus and...
Okay, so we just had a green light for the captain, but not a good light for Lieutenant Bedrosian. Okay, so Captain Solano couldn't help but be impressed by Jara's intelligent approach to the mission to Tau despite the evident risks. Lieutenant Bedrosian was inspired by Jara's boldness, but I feel like we may have had a chance to maybe increase our stake with her as well. Secret mission through the moon. Oh, okay. Look.
Make the necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Illidians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime? Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
I gotta say, as much as I appreciate the rendering, there is just a moment, and I always notice this because I noticed it when they start to colorize old black and white shows, is the colorization technology, and maybe it's AI, maybe this is actually people like actively programming things, kind of forgets the inside of the mouth. So like everything is nicely colored, but as soon as they open the inside of their mouth, it is just this gray void of do not look inside. And this game, when they have them do dialogue where their mouth opens just enough, it's trying to simulate what the tongue would be doing inside, and it's uncanny valley time. Sorry for stepping on your moment, game. But also, this game doesn't stop. I know Mr. Owlbear earlier on said, like, he's finished it and is ready to go for round 2 and round 3.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it.
Oh, shit.
Security never checked it.
Shit. Did those non-commissioned officers get mind wiped? Mind zapped? Did they touch the crystal? Like at the end of Time Bandits when the parents touched the evil in the toaster oven? Was that why she was acting so weird? Because she wasn't... Oh, no. Yeah, we're going to have to stop. I'm going to try and play. I usually go for another half an hour after this, and I'm going to try to play to a save point, but we may just have to stop and I'll replay up to that save point. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Diaz, Tamaris.
Try her again.
Computer, locate Officer... The Officer Miranda... Thank you. Locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Something's not right.
Computer, locate...
She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
What the frickety fruck is happening? Nah, this is some Walking Dead shit. This is about to be zombies. This is about to be... Join us, Carter. You don't understand. It's beautiful. Just look, and soon you'll see. It's going to be some of that shit. I love this game so much. I may give it a colossal amount of shit, but that's because I love it. Okay, see, no. No. This is not okay. Nothing about this is cool, buddy. Yeah, exactly, Kralis. And I will say, and I have said very honestly, it's full of bugs. Like, none of the bugs are breaking. None of the bugs are game breaking. None of the bugs are making it unplayable. But it is full of bugs. And I distinctly, I actually wrote a note to the PR rep. And I said, can you keep me up to date if they plan to make updates to it? Because it definitely needs some patches. At the very least on Windows and Epic Games, it needs some patches. And I asked them to keep me in the loop. I haven't heard anything yet. Now I'm going to look around at all kind. Okay. All right. Is this a drink machine? Can it make me a cocktail? I already have one. They are purposely making this like spooky, and I love that for us. Okay, so there's the pot over there. All right, let's look at the thing in front of us. Oh, there's more. Okay, let's examine the tower. I also love the conceit that this thing, this is, and Discovery actually had, Discovery, if you watch Star Trek Discovery, they had a whole thing too where this is the central computer node. Like, this is one of the central computer nodes that basically, if these chips aren't chipping, the ship ain't shipping. And I've been on Tumblr long enough to know how important shipping is, so just saying.
Someone improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
Uh-huh. Someone's trying to sabotage our ship. Hey, Blue Pointer. Yeah, no, if this room and basically the like 15 like it on the ship break, it's really bad. Oh, they're on the floor? Nobody puts baby in the corner. And nobody puts my isolinear chips on the floor. Oh, see, he wants to know who made that art on Twitter too, so instead of looking it up online, he just posts who did this and assumes that somebody will tell him who did this. See, he's just like us. Star Trek. A very human, relatable story. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Stealth time. I think somebody was right about somebody having a crab walk. Like, there's about to be a spider walk. Straight up. That whole neck cracking and the... Oh, it's gonna happen. This is not okay. And... so here's where Star Trek, for me, starts to break down. And since this is not making me do a time decision, we can talk about it while this creepy atmosphere continues. He said, I'll go check. Somebody outside just really slammed the door hard, so that just completely stepped on my statement. And Chovak was like, no, you're good. You go by yourself. Nobody else go with him. That is not how security on a starship works. Period. Something is wrong. We don't send one person. We send at least 3 people. That's just how it is. Okay? That's not how you do shit in Starfleet. Ask me how I know. I'm a colossal nerd. Also, I am sort of a manager at work, and that is just not how you send people into dangerous situations. Ah, shit. Ah, God. Ah! Okay, wait. More is somebody eating the chips? What are you doing, Miranda? Miranda, get your shit together. You're not even in control of your actions.
Oh, it's just you. I'm busy right now.
Excuse me?
Come back later.
Excuse me? You're busy right now? Is this some Stephen King Tommy Knockers action going on right now? What is happening? Are you becoming? Because I'm a little concerned right now, Miranda.
What's the matter? Were you worried it was gonna be someone else?
No. I mean, I'm glad it's you.
Hold on. Hold on. We got a raid. Modifius, welcome on in. Hello. Welcome on in, folks. Ah, what's happening? Hold on. Let me go shout out for that. Nope. There we go. Welcome on in. What was going on your channel? What were y'all playing? What were y'all doing? What were y'all showcasing? What were y'all talking about? Is there something I need to be aware of? Do I need something to add to my wish list? Because, like, hit me up style. Let me know. Yes! I'm sorry. I'm very excited about Star Trek Adventures because I really like Star Trek. And I have the Star Trek Adventures, some of the source stuff because I need to reread it because I'd love to find an STA game to hop into. So, yay. I need to talk to like 16-bit Eric and ask for like, help me better understand this game so I can play it and have fun. But yeah, no, something's up with Miranda. But first we're going to say thank you and welcome to the Raiders who came in because I don't know what's going on with her and I'm going to leave it until we get it's definitely looking for like a horror jump scare kind of thing. But like I said, they sent Diaz in there on his own. So that was Star Trek basically saying, yeah, you're on your own, friend. Okay. You're on your own, pal. But welcome on in. I am Urban Bohemian. I am also Brian. I'm also Herb, variety streamer, TTRPG player. I'm currently on Rivals of Waterdeep, but the first time I played with that cast, we actually played a Star Trek Adventures game for Roll20Con. So, you know, it all works out. But let me welcome you to the channel properly. Please buckle up, enjoy, sit back, relax, and all the tray tables, etc., and all that.
Initiating raid message.
Oh, I'm too close.
On behalf of your host, Urban Bohemian,
Also very shiny.
please accept this automated message welcoming you to the channel. You will find a variety of content here, including but not limited to games, food and drink, chat, and tabletop RPGs.
This never happens on Star Trek.
It is our
See?
fondest wish that some or all of it will entice you to follow and perhaps even subscribe to this channel. In accordance with the channel rules, we ask that you be your best selves and understand that the streamer and mods have the final word.
Old technology.
Should you find yourself
What are you going to
unable
do?
to enjoy or engage with the content, we understand if you cannot stay and hope to see you back again some other time.
Now it's like I Love Lucy.
We are very pleased to have you with us, and we hope that you enjoy your stay. Raid message ends.
Thank you. But yeah, thank you for the raid. I'm so glad to see y'all. And yeah, it's on my list of things to assimilate, pun fully intended, but I've also said like I have a hard time assimilating new TTRPG systems because I really need to have someone make me not do anything, not get distracted, sit down and read the book, and then I'm ready to play. I'm easily distractible. It's true. But yeah, so we are in Star Trek Resurgence. I do not know which chapter we're on. That's something else that I would ask for, is if the game could tell you which chapter you're currently on as you hit pause. The pause screen's okay. But we've been having fun. This is my second session of playing this, so we've gotten a little farther ahead. And right now, we are playing Petty Officer Carter Diaz, who started a relationship with Petty Officer Miranda Maris, who has been acting very strange since she returned from the Hotari system. And now we find her in an isolinear chip bay, taking out isolinear chips and doing something. Transfer?
But I'm through here.
What?
So I can't stay and chat.
What?
I have other things to do.
What?
Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
What exactly were you doing in here? I saw you accessing files, copying them onto that.
This is secure data. It's really not my place to talk about it.
For the record, Petty Officer Carter Diaz is in engineering. Petty Officer Miranda Maris is security. But it looks like Maris is not doing stuff that she should be, unless, and this is always the messed up thing, because as we know, Section 31 is a thing, unless she has orders to do something else. And the reason that we're here is the Federation is here to resolve a dispute / impending war between the Hotari and the Alindia. I'm going to get that wrong every time. Anyway, they're here ostensibly to do that, but the Alidians, every time I get it wrong, but the Alidians have essentially been exploiting the Hotari, because the Hotari are the ones who control the moon with the dilithium on it. And the Alidians say, well, without us, you wouldn't be able to use this. So the Federation is kind of here to get that dilithium. And Ambassador Spock is here to maybe make some peace. But I do wonder if anyone else has a stake in this, because the main thing for Starfleet is we need that dilithium, though. And I don't know if anybody read the prequel comic to this, but in the prequel comic to Star Trek Resurgence, Leia Brahms was trying to find a new means of powering warp propulsion that was highly powerful and did not rely on dilithium. So there's a lot going on here. So much things.
Look, I appreciate that you came to check on me, but I'm fine. You worry too much. We're on a starship. Nothing's gonna happen to me here.
I'm worried because you're acting strange. I don't know what it is you're really doing in here, but Commander Westbrook said the crystals you took never made it to the containment lab.
Will you drop it?
No.
I don't like being interrogated, Carter.
I don't like being lied to.
Hey, wait up.
How dare you?
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now.
We also kind of started a romance with her, so this is getting awkward on several levels.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress right now.
You are getting orders from somewhere else.
I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business.
You are taking orders from someone else.
I have some things to figure out. I don't have time to stand around and debate with you. Not right now.
I want to help you, but you're not making it easy.
Then I'll try to make it simple. You don't have to say anything at all.
Miranda, hold on.
No.
Oh.
Get out of my way.
Oh. Oh. Hell no. Nah, something wrong with you, girl. Uh-uh.
So I see you found each other.
Thank God. What the fuck is going on?
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was. Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
Let's just let them explain.
Ah, crap. Oh, oh no. Oh, no, no, no. Do we rat her out or not? We only just got like 2 kisses. And they weren't like passionate kisses. They were like Starfleet kisses, so. Oof. But she's clearly up to something. And the problem with ratting her out is that's just Starfleet being honest. Like, she clearly is doing something that endangers the ship that I am on, and if this ship goes down, I die in space. So, no. Ew, no, not Borg kisses. Those are gross. And you keep feeling the effects of a Borg kiss long after you thought the kiss was done.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
Sorry.
There's something seriously wrong with her.
Sorry.
She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
Yeah, I have evidence.
All over the floor.
Uh-huh. I have evidence, baby.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed.
Why you always lying?
Look, I wish I was wrong about this. That I was
Hey, thank you for the follow.
more than anything. But I know what I saw, and it's not what she's saying.
I can't believe this.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security. She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record. Carter said you're not yourself. If something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
Uh-huh.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first.
I'd watch her back.
What I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
She did have a bumpy ride back on the shuttle. Come on, Carter. We should get her taken care of.
You better be sure about this.
Can't. I know you're going to hate me. And we can see. She was insulted by his suspicion when he sent her to the brig. But this is a problem. And I feel like it's something that they don't do a lot in Star Trek stories, is that, you know, we are on a big container that is flying us through space and supporting our life here. And we're not alone. There are a lot of people. So if you are doing anything to mess with the big flying box that is keeping us alive, that's a problem for everyone. You know, it does not matter if we're smooching or if we're like tight or whatever. Something's wrong with you. It's because of that basically Keiko got like taken over by a random ass alien, and Miles was like, all right, I'll do whatever you say, versus just phasering the fuck out of her and stunning her and taking her back to the brig. Just saying.
The Officer Diaz. I need a security team to Deck 5.
This is unbelievable.
Sadly, it's exactly what his friend worried about, that y'all were going to have a falling out. But I just think that something's up with her, and that's all. So this is how it transitions between scenes. There was an autosave just now, and we're just into the next bit. This game is pretty much designed that you'll play it through, like you're not going to stream it, you're just going to play it through. So... Oh. Wait, the shuttlecraft is just going to leave me here? Also, that's how it notes the chapter titles, which is really cool. Okay. So when you get down onto things, you do have things that you can examine.
Foliage on Tau resembles underwater plant life on Earth. The universe is full of mysteries.
And you do get to walk around a little bit and look at things. Hold on, is there... Oh, hold on. Oh, right.
Rydick here.
This is Ermont. Any trouble getting to the surface?
I'm really starting to miss transporters.
As long as this storm is around, you'd better learn to like shuttles. But if you can find the cause of the interference, we might be able to get back to transporting.
As if I needed another incentive. We both know there's a lot more than that riding on this.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
You'll
there's a
need to get
weird...
in and out of the mine undetected, so I hope Minister Tylus can help in that regard.
So do I.
And to keep this covert, we'll refrain from contact unless absolutely necessary.
Understood. Rydick out.
Yeah, there's an ion storm going around, so I would not want to be through the transporter right now, because I'm going to end up in another universe. I'm going to end up being separated from the good and evil part of myself. There's a lot that I'm going to end up like being duplicated or turn younger or older. There's a lot happens in an ion storm with transporters, let's be real. But yeah, the game, I think we tried to say I'll set up an away team and the game said, no, you're going down there alone. So this is definitely the game snapping you back into the narrative of saying, I know what you wanted to do, but this is what you're going to have to do. So we are now on the moon of Tau. Oh, here. Brosephine, what? Thank you. Thank you very much for that. That's very kind of you. Hold on a second. Oh, whoops. It's going to take a minute to get through these. DC, Jet Sector, That Davy, and Ronan. Thank you thank you, Brosephine, and please enjoy those gift subs. I will do this. It's quite alright. I've derailed myself playing this game several times. So we're going to try and go to the next save point, and then I will call it, because I'm hungry. And I have leftovers. And I don't know what I want to watch on TV tonight. I feel like I want to watch Superman 3 just a little bit, but only for certain scenes. Also, Richard Pryor's character, Russ Gorman, definitely needs to get like a call out in one of the, like, somethings. He was a genius computer hacker, and he was black, and that's important. Oh, okay, so this is something we can look at. Examine pit. Oh no.
The ionic interference is coming from underground. I should find a safer way down there.
Yeah, we're not jumping into a pit, girl. I don't think this is the way. Is this the way? Nope. Okay. Where are we going? I hear things moving and I don't like that. The atmospheric sound is very good for this, too.
I saw your shuttle take off. Hopefully no one else did. It's good to see you. Even under these unfortunate circumstances.
Is this like alien romance?
When you called to give us a scan, it sounded like they caught you.
I'm okay with this.
I was worried you'd been hurt.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Lead the way. I'll fill
I
you in on
mean,
what we've learned about the
I'm
situation.
definitely here for this.
Follow me.
The device Galvin and Sidron brought back from the mines is being used to control some sort of warp disruption weapon that has the Resolute trapped in Hotari space. According to our readings, the power source for that device is on this moon, at the specific coordinates I sent you.
No, we're good, Achilles. We're fine.
That explains the rumors of the
We're very hardy and tough. Oop.
We strongly suspect the device was created by an ancient empire known as the Takan. Once the most powerful civilization in the galaxy, but they've been gone for over 600,000 years.
It's hard to believe there's something like that on Tau.
Which is why I need proof. If we find hard evidence that Galvin and his allies are hiding dangerous Takan technology, I can convince the Federation to let us intervene.
Oh, okay. So I can look around because she stops every now and then. No, don't walk, don't run. Hold on. Escort mission, keeping up with people is rough. Fine, we'll all run then. Whatever.
That's the mine?
Prospect 614 North, Subdivision 20.
It's enormous.
Just one of the thousands across Tau. The pride of Hotari.
How do we get inside?
The structure that circles the mine has entry points for transporting equipment into the lower levels. They're guarded, but nothing I can't get past using my authority.
Well, that's good to hear.
Bravehead, damn.
As long as you can avoid
Not
being
wrong.
seen, I should be able to talk my way past any miner. And provide a little distraction for you in the process.
How do I avoid being seen?
You don't use the door.
So there are stealth mechanics, and I think we're about to find out what they are, which is great.
Dare you? Don't you know who I am? I am Tylus
Oh.
Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
She is Karening.
The Queen would be furious to hear you tried to deny me entry.
The Queen? But I just...
You just what? Just now realize the trouble you've made for yourself? And who exactly do you think you're going to report this to? Because I'll be reporting it as well, to someone much further in the ladder. You have no authority here. Do you understand who pays your wage? I can inform the Queen directly of this insolence.
There's no
You'll
need
regret
for...
everything you've said here today. You should have opened the doors the second I appeared before you.
That's not the protocol. I didn't know
Each second you delay my entry will be recorded, processed, and permanently marked on your record.
So this is sort of the stealth bit.
How should a fellow believer not understand this? You're digging your own grave. I've reached the end of my patience. Escort me to the meeting.
Oh, what are you?
I told you I can't just...
Oh, I got it closer.
A wise choice. Lead the way.
Okay. Let's get a look inside you.
Okay. Signal receiver that controls field activation. Component focusing the pattern of the force field. Anything else? EM field prevents solid matter from passing through. Okay, so we've scanned everything.
Full system access. Let's see if I can just...
Turn off the field. Okay, but there was something over... Can I see it's over? Oh, I gotta get over there first? Alright. Starfleet has the best knees. We should probably run through this, but that's okay. We'll just turn it off. So I love using the tricorder to scan and then take control of things as you go to be like, just
Better
so
hurry.
we will sneak, sneak, sneak.
Not sure how long she can keep him busy.
Okay, now that's the obvious way, but there's something over here. Yeah, the tricorder's beeping again. What's this?
Something in here is keeping that door closed.
Okay, so we need to go to radiation scan mode. There are 3 anomalies detected. Chemical. Data storage. Contains records of personnel with access to the facility. Ooh, maybe we can use the data storage records to pretend to be somebody else. Component that processes DNA scans. I see where this is going now. We are able to probably pretend to be somebody else because we have DNA of others that have gone through. So we've scanned everything there is to scan.
Got it. Should remove the security check on the door.
I went over here first because I was like, there's got to be something over here to see. But we are definitely being sneaky sneak. Okay. I have to wonder myself. I do not know if Jeffrey Combs has been cast as a voice in Star Trek Resurgence, but it would delight me greatly because if there is a GOAT of Star Trek, it's definitely Jeffrey Combs. I don't know if I should be running or not, but... Oh, we just...
I didn't come here to educate an imbecile on royal protocol.
Of course not, Minister.
So I will be about my business here, and you will take yourself out of my sight.
Alright, then go.
There you are.
You really let that guy have it.
It worked, didn't it? I'm used to having to throw my weight around. Hard to get anyone to listen to you otherwise.
I don't know why the apostrophes are different.
I'm impressed. I didn't know you had it in you.
There's a lot you don't know about me.
I'm sorry. That's a flirt move. Okay, even her next line, underestimate me at your peril. She's flirting.
Underestimate me at your peril.
The catwalks were booby-trapped.
Galvin and Sidron have gone to great lengths to keep out the uninvited. Well, we're inside. Where do you want to start?
The ionic interference is coming from below us. We need to go deeper.
That lift goes down, at least to the changeover station. But we can't use it without DNA authorization from one of the guards.
I have an idea, but we need a few samples of DNA from the miners who work here.
Samples?
Fingerprints, sweat, blood.
Which will trick the machine and get us control of the lift.
That's the theory. Let's test it.
Use your tricorder to collect Hotari DNA samples. And yeah, I'm sorry, Wayun is one of the best characters, like, just period. Especially... Oops.
Do you think we could just find a way to climb over this?
Possibly. But the console on the lift itself is locked by the same system that locks this ramp.
No shortcuts, then.
I'm sure you can figure something out.
Okay, let's have a look around, because I want to look at the thing.
That's an enormous tractor beam.
Is
One of our
large.
strongest. The miners dump everything they find into the center, and the tractor beam moves it all up into the collector ship.
You sound a little proud of it.
The Illydians may have given us new tools, but the methods of excavation are all Hotari designed.
Alright. Okay, let's pull the tricorder out and look for glowing things. That's probably not counting as glowing. We get to use a tricorder. This is just the freaking best. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing a whole lot of things to scan for biological information. Ah, okay, so this is glowing green on the tricorder, which means somebody must have touched it.
There's DNA on this console, but it's only partial. I can't use this.
Maybe because we're outside.
The weather out here could dilute any DNA samples.
What about inside that structure? That's where the workers spend most of their time.
Good idea. An Illydian console.
All the managerial technology in the mines is Illydian.
So they can keep an eye on their investment.
That's how it is.
Oh, wait, there's more to... Hold on. There's more to see.
This facility doesn't seem well maintained. What's in all these containers?
These contain mining supplies, tools, energy packs for machinery.
Shouldn't mining supplies be inside the mines?
It is troubling. If the workers here aren't mining...
No luck. Unless this console thinks I'm a Hotari guard, it won't work.
The guards work out of that building back there. Might have some DNA.
Okay, so I'm looking for the next save point because it is... My stomach is grumbling a tiny bit. Oh, what's this?
Hopefully that guard stays outside.
Oh, he will.
Oh, okay, there's probably... Oh, wow, there is a disturbing amount of DNA in here.
Wow, that is a lot of DNA. I should look for the most concentrated spots.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
I can use this.
There it is. Hotari fingerprint. Residual oil deposits reveal a distinctive pattern of ridges and valleys consistent with a fingerprint belonging to a Hotari male, approximately 36 cycles in age.
That's a stable DNA sample. It's only partial, but a few more should do it.
Oh.
Not concentrated enough. I should try somewhere else.
Is that a... Oh, no, not a half-eaten meal.
Leftovers. I should give this a scan.
Though somebody broke me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
There's gotta be stable DNA here.
Saliva residue. Hotari saliva is viscous to accommodate their harsh diet. Gross. Dental prints of a Hotari male, 24 cycles in age. Utensil. Hotari food is often dense, allowing use of a single-pronged utensil.
Good. That's another I could use. Just need one more sample.
I appreciate the game is telling us, like, okay, you need a little bit more. So let's have a peek around. Looking for glowing green things in our tricorder. We got the meal. We got the hand screen. That's not enough, according to our tricorder, right? No. So where else have we... Oh. 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 What's this? Hotari mining pick. Primitive by Starfleet standards, tool for excavating dilithium. Hotari take advantage of their naturally high strength to break apart solid rock. So is there more in here that we might... Because that's not scanning super hard. I feel like the little traces are leading me towards something, but I'm not sure what. Like the little blue things seem to be leading in a direction. Okay, we got that. Yeah, like, okay. There's tons of DNA over there. But no. Hold on. Let's have a look around and see if there's anything that I haven't observed strongly. There's another meal over here, maybe?
Hotari must be tough on the inside, too.
Food? No. We'll see if we can find that one more... Oh! Wait, is that just light? That's just light. Okay. Yeah, it feels like it would... Okay. Let's... Put the tricorder away. The game refuses to put the tricorder away. Hold on. The game is like, no, I'm not putting the tricorder away. Okay, then I guess we will find whatever it is, because the game has decided to bork a little bit right now. So we'd better find whatever it is. I'm wondering if there is a, you know, like, it would be gross, but bathroom or sink would be interesting. The problem is, I'm pressing the button to holster the tricorder, and the game's not responding to that. So hopefully we can find whatever we need in here. Otherwise, what I will do is I will simply exit the game and we'll come back next time to the beginning of this save point. Because I'm not seeing... Oh, wait. No? No. I'm definitely missing something. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I would hate Tricorder Simulator 2023. But yeah, currently game is not responding to me wanting to put the tricorder away. So what's up? So we will call that a glitch. Oh, okay, maybe... Oh, there it is. Can we scan that from out here? No, but let's try scanning it again from the inside. No, it is... Okay, so the game is stuck, but at least we know what the third thing is. But the game's currently stuck, which means that this is probably a really good time to... Oh, well, now the game goes to the main menu. This is a really good time to stop. Let me go to the website for choices, and we'll take a quick look at choices. Choices. Alright, so let's see here. There's my hosting button. So this is the website on the Star Trek Resurgence site. You can actually connect your Google account, or you can create an account yourself, and it will show you your choices as you go. Apparently, me and 81% of players chose to side with the Hotari, which means they're good. So these are probably major plot points, and you are able to see again your relationships with people. What I want to see is Carter's relationship. Miranda. Yeah, we've not been doing well with our romance so far. So we've been doing okay. So far, the only person that we've made furious is Captain Solano when we played First Officer Jara Rydek and we disobeyed his order. Everybody else is, there's like green, which is yay, yellow is neutral, and red is like, no, we don't like you. So far, we're not too many red, but there's plenty of time for that to change.